Hello and welcome to Got Clutter, Get Organized, the conversation. I am so excited because, ladies, this one is for you. Because as an organizer, I know how, you want to always look your best, but then when you get those accessories to look your best, you just put them anywhere and just store them any place, which is why I brought on an expert, Jakeema Collins, and she is Keema's, did I say that correctly? Keema's Custom Creations. So, Jakeema, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
So, before we get started in just, what we should be doing, what we shouldn't be doing, what made you decide to start your business?
So I created Keema's after my mom's journey through cancer. She had something that was very rare called urethral cancer. And through that journey with her, I was able to make my very first handmade wig for my mom as she was going through chemo and things like that. But seeing her in that state where she had long, pretty hair and that kind of, dwindled down to her being bald, that kind of left a sense of vulnerability. So making that wig for her, of course, that was a heartfelt wig that I made. And she passed away due to that particular cancer. But afterwards, I felt like her fight wasn't over and that her daughter was still here to help and assist and fill in that gap for other women who might just need that added layer of accessory or warmth because you are going through, something that we can't control. However, we can still look beautiful in the process.
And you are so correct. And I know, yes, I know how that is because I know my mom, she had leukemia. So she went through all of those treatments and she did beautiful hair. And then unfortunately, through the chemo, she lost it. So just a service like yours is so needed. So, Jakeema, let's talk about the wigs and the hair pieces and really some of the things that maybe we should not do in order to really, because it's an investment. I mean, I've had wigs, I've had hair pieces, and I mean, that's an investment. So, what are some of the things that we shouldn't do? Because as an organizer, sometimes I see them thrown here, there, shoved in the drawer, in a corner. So, what should we not do?
And that's it exactly. So you pretty much answered it. Shouldn't throw them to the side. Like it is an investment that we invested in, right? And usually when you first get something, you're so gun ho, you're so excited about having it, so you take very good care of it. But after a while, you'll see it in that collection of wigs over in the corner where you just don't care about it anymore. But you put your hard earned money into purchasing that wig. I would say something that you wouldn't do is just, throw it away like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. You can donate it to people that may be maybe not able to purchase a wig, who are going through some difficult times, but they just need that added layer of beauty. Like if you look good, you feel better, right? So when you're going to go and donate it, you feel like I did something. I feel accomplished because I was able to help another person in need. Pretty much why I do what I do, because I just want to help someone else
Hmm. Hmm.
feel good about themselves. So I would say just like not discard it and throw it away. It could be used for good for somewhere else with for another woman who might be just down and out, and it might be trash to you, but it may be a treasure to someone else.
And I'm glad you said that because I went through my collection and there were some that I decided, you know what, I no longer want them, but they were still good. So I'm going to wash them and then I'm going to find an organization to donate them to. So when we do have our collection of hair pieces and wigs, is there like a proper way that we really should store them and care for them?
Oh, absolutely. So, which is something that we offer as well. We have satin bags that we ship all of our wigs out in, so that you can store them away and have them kind of organized, not just, thrown to the side. A lot of people don't know that these wigs will kind of get dry rotted. So then when it's hard to maintain it, it's because the hair isn't fresh anymore. So we have satin bags that you could purchase, and you could purchase them as easy as on Amazon, a click of the Amazon button. And then there's also bags that if you're traveling or if you're more well organized and things like that, or want to get well organized. There are little hanger bags that you put your wig in, you clamp it on, and you can hang them in your closet and keep them well organized as well. You can label them. So there's ways that you can store them and have long life of the wig as well.
And I'm glad you said about the satin and talked about the dry rot because one of the things I see is people put them in plastic bags. And those little store, the bags we get from the store, etc. So basically that could really ruin your investment as well.
Correct. Yes, absolutely. It could. Because it's not really sealed when you put them in a plastic bag. But those satin bags, it keeps everything in so that that air is not getting in and it's dry rotting over time.
Okay. And then also just one question I do have for you. Those, I don't know what you call them, Jakeema, but I guess it's the heads or the where people actually put the wig on them, I guess to keep the shape. Now, are they good? Because I have seen them, but
Mhm.
unfortunately, if the wig is not worn regularly, I've seen them collect dust. And I love your idea of putting them in the satin bag. So, how do you feel about those pieces?
I would say if that's the wig that you're wearing for the week, or let's
Okay.
say the next 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
then when you want to take it off and get comfortable at night, yes, put it on that mannequin head. However, if you're going to not wear that wig for a long period of time, I would store it in either the satin bag or the hanger bag, wig bag, and put it right on the shelf in the closet.
Okay, so you've heard the silk, the satin bag or the hanger bag. So, Jakeema, in all that you do, and I ask this for all of my guests, how do you either stay organized or manage your time? Either one. Like how, because I know, you're involved in the community, you've done classes, and you can talk about that as well. But how do you like manage all of that?
Absolutely. So I put it on a calendar. So it was a struggle in my household for quite some time. And my husband kept telling me, hey, organize your day, put it on a calendar. Or if you don't put it on a calendar, at least write down what you're going to do for each day and each week. And I'm like, oh, that's just too much. That's your corporate world, but it works. So I kind of went up against them for a little while. On the morning rally with Michelle, she said it one day after we had had a discussion, and I was like, you
Hmm.
know what, guy, you're talking to me. Let me get this calendar book. Let me write out my day and my week so that I can stay organized. And I've been more productive and able to run a household with 3 children, a husband, and 2 dogs. I've been able to do that along with running my business with putting it on a calendar, writing out my week, and all the way down to what my day looks like.
Wow. Wow. And that, yeah, and managing your time is so key, especially all the things that you do, which is my next question. So, how can women connect with you, but also just share some of the things you do? Because I know you teach classes, you taught a class, I know last year just to the young ladies. So, would you just kind of share some of that as well?
Yes, absolutely. So I love getting out in the community. I love giving back. Because once upon a time I didn't have it. And my mom was looking for resources to, for people to connect with me as a young girl, a teenager who was just wilding out and had no real understanding of what was going on with my life. But I like getting out to the community and giving back and just connecting with other young girls who may have their mom, but their mom and their world, they're old. I'm
Yeah.
going through that with my 14-year-old as well. I'm old. I don't see how, but I'm old in her eyes. But I like getting out. Yes, I have done classes, taught classes for young people to help create wigs, and then we've donated those wigs to Nemours to pretty much help a child in need. So we've done that. I make hair oils and beard oils. Well, that's a sneak peek. Actually, that's coming soon, the beard oil. But also, I love to educate as well, along with doing the medical grade hair wigs. We also have a cosmetic line as well. So, all things hair related, we absolutely do and love to do.
And how can people connect with you?
So you can definitely connect with me on social media through Instagram or Facebook. It would be underscore Keema's custom creation underscore. And all of that is with K's. So it's a K for each word, Keema's custom creation. It's kind of, little twist on it.
And it is a twist. And of course, those of you watching and listening, I will have a direct link so you can connect with Jakeema. I was going to say Keema. Jakeema directly. So, Jakeema, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I learned a lot. I'll be a better steward of the wigs and the hair pieces that I have. So, again, thank you so much for your time today.
You're very welcome, and it was such a pleasure being here today. Thank you for inviting me. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
you're quite welcome.